What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James. Sore, tired. RedemptionAgency.com. 21 years selling on eBay. What is going on here? Okay. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I am sore from a busy yesterday trying to get the pool open. And got more work to do today to get that happening. Pick up some stuff from the pool store. But let's see. Whew. So let's see where we left off. Yesterday was Monday. Adrian was off work, so he did all the shipping yesterday. So I didn't do anything yesterday except work on the pool and what have you. But let's see how the weekend played out. So Friday ended up doing $981. So it's pretty good Friday. And then I had turned off that international shipping option just to see if, and the first time I did it, my sales didn't change. So I did it again just to see if international would change. But Friday night into Saturday morning, it looked like eBay shut down for several hours. And so Saturday was kind of like midday. I had a couple $100. I mean, it was really bad. So I decided to take that opportunity to end my promotions and my sales and create new ones, kind of refresh it, if you will. Feels like every once in a while you have to kind of refresh those things to get them to really stick, I guess. I don't know, but it just seems that way. So only made it to $619 on the Saturday. It was a struggle to get there. But bounced back the next day, got $896 on Sunday. And kept rolling through yesterday, $890 yesterday. Overnight was kind of sluggish. But we are at 9 a.m. at $104. So kind of down where I like to be. But overnight was definitely sluggish. But coming off a holiday, it's not really too odd. But I noticed somebody put on my Facebook today that they got the "It's Not You, It's Us" already starting this morning. So there are still issues going on with the site. And then with the quantity switching and stuff. And the one thread I was reading was kind of alluding to that the whole switching of the quantity, upping the quantities, seemed to do with the international thing also. So I'd be curious to know if that happened while you had opted in on the international, or did it happen to you when you were opted out on the international? So it's kind of all these little issues like that seem to be focusing on that international opt-in situation, because from what I understand, it's it's not across the board yet. It's on a roll of opting in people as it goes. So what issues come next? I have no clue. But it's nice to have several days without any issues. Besides Saturday, I mean, I'm looking from 7, 8, 9 days now. So that's pretty good. So something to be said there in a positive form, that all this stuff is still rolling out and still happening and still updating, still being changed and what have you. Maybe now finally I'm on a decent server. That Saturday I did get server failures and system errors though. And that was the only day I've noticed that. And I've been, even yesterday, even though I was busy all day, I still got about 80 items listed and did not notice any of those issues. I'm pretty sure I did. I think all the issues I had were on Saturday trying to list, which kind of coincided with the low sales also. So, but they are still happening to a lot of people, so I know that. Oh. Got out and rode my bike for a little bit yesterday. Only did about 6 miles though, just a couple of laps around the lake. A couple of short laps. So getting back out. I think what I'm going to do is every day around 5 or 6 get my bike out and ride for an hour or two. And every Sunday go for a hike. So that's the plan. Get myself, stop living the hermit life. Haven't really caught up too much on anything. Just been kind of, just kind of blah. It's a lot easier to relax when the sales are at least rolling in. Let me kind of skip down to see if, since it's been a few days, see if there's anything. A lot of support from you guys, so I appreciate all that. Really do. I just can't read it right now because I'll start tearing up. Just thanking you guys is making me tear up. So trying to pass all that. When I saw your last video, I decided to opt out of international shipping. After about 2 to 3 days, my sales came alive again. It's back to normal again, so thank you. It worked for me. And then Farm Girl Scavenger, if you watch that video, I pinned her post on it. She said not only do you turn it off, but go into your policies and go ahead and fix your policies, basically, and delete those ones that it duplicated. And if you click on the number on the right, it'll open up Seller Hub, and then you can change them by bulk. So every like 2,000 you can change. So if you have under 2,000, you can change them like that. Change them back to the correct, like the return policy. Put it back to your original return policy, and then you can delete that. That new one that eBay put in there automatically. Yeah, I did hit 50,000 listings finally. So did that. Next up, 60,000 or 55. I keep my goals a little bit shorter. 55,000 next. Did you know eBay has started AI descriptions in the last few days? Since Q4, they have been updated continuously. I saw something about the AI descriptions, and I saw, like, I don't know what I saw, but it just looked like a bunch where you could AI would create a listing description for your thing, and nobody reads descriptions, so I don't really care. And nobody clicks on descriptions, so I don't even worry about description. And my fear would be there would be words in there that eBay would say you're spamming, your keyword spamming, so they would take your listing down. So that's what I would fear, because I've seen that happen, and probably even had that happen. It's been a while. But I don't even mess with descriptions anymore. Nobody looks. It's very hard to see where even the description is, let alone get in there and read it. So everything is so hidden now. Let's see. So I have not changed anything, and sales have been close to normal for the past week. In the last few days, we've been perking right along. I think his international sales change may have been coincidence. No, definitely wasn't a coincidence, because it's more than one person, and it was literally a big change. We're talking like $0 to $600 change. So it definitely wasn't a coincidence. eBay told me not all accounts have the program yet, or have this program yet. In fact, my account doesn't, and I am a top-rated seller. They told me all accounts will have the option by end of summer. So that's the international. I'm taking it. I was just going to mention this. My account does not have it either. I keep trying to figure out why, and now I know. I opted out, got a complaint the next day from an international buyer saying they couldn't pay. I opted back in and got the sale, and another international sale the next day. I don't think I have had 2 international sales since the program started. I'm not sure how many I had over the weekend. I'll look when I print up the pirate ship. I'll know how many international I've had this weekend. And this 3-day weekend. Oh, anyway, let's get rolling here. So I only got like 13 items here. We were up, not up late, but I was down here pulling for them late, so we got caught up later than normal. So not too much to ship out this morning, since overnight was kind of blah. Hopefully we'll have a bounce back day though. Hopefully. All right. First up, Oklahoma. OKC Thunder hat. Let me try to get back into my orders here. So that is the oldest order. Sold for $10.50, headed to Ridgefield, Connecticut. So, all the people who said it's the economy, don't tell me it's the economy. Wouldn't be able to sell just this simple stuff, I don't think, and make $900 a day. If it was the economy. But like I've said before many other times, the economy affects other things more than it affects like small sales. Like, things like probably like the car market and stuff like that's going to be affected before small sales, and then bigger, higher dollar items would be affected next, I would think. Like nobody's going to go out and buy a new blender or spend $300 on a blender. They'll look for a $50 blender type of, that kind of a feel would be the next thing that would change. Secret Life of MIDI Blu-ray. So for $4.20, headed to Pembroke Pines, Florida. Because if you drive by any restaurant still, they're still just packed. I'm not saying the economy is not being affected. I'm just saying it's not having the effect that some people are trying to lay claim to. And my suggestion would be stay away from the news and just open your eyes type of thing, right? Because someplace like Texas Roadhouse ain't going to be flooded almost nightly with families that are paying $100 to sit down and eat for one night. That would be one of the first things that would go out the window, right? So it's not having it that bit, news channels, they always try to hype everything up to either fit their narrative or to get the viewers. So even if you're on a side and you watch that news channel for that information, question everything. Still be skeptical and question everything. The news media does not have your best interest at play. We've got a Hard Rock 40th t-shirt when they were in St. Louis. I only ate there once when they came. Sold for $10.50, headed to Brentwood, New York. Yeah, so you're not gonna sell me on the economy yet. Economy yet. Trust me, I'm not saying it couldn't be better. Definitely not saying that. With a few right changes, it could be a whole lot better. Next up, Grateful Dead, Skeletons in the Closet Best of CD. Sold for $6, headed to Dallas, Oregon. Dallas, what? Yeah. One I always say too, kind of, when you're selling on eBay and you're doing used stuff, you're doing low dollar stuff, it's all kind of recession proof. Because like I said, somebody who needs a blender because their blender went out, they're not going to go out and buy a $300 new blender. They're going to look on someplace like eBay and look for a bargain and a deal. So you can definitely take advantage of situations like economy, a weaker economy, and what have you. M.W. Griffin's hat sold for $10.50, headed to Vista, California. I mean, it's only $10-11, but if you were worried about spending money, are you really going to buy a Griffin's hat? So it's about another thing. Like I'm repeating myself right now because I really have no topic except the economy, but people still like to treat themselves no matter what. When you're working your butt off all week or something at a job, it feels even worse of a dead end if you can't treat yourself, right? That's when spirits start, and when spirits start going down, that's when everything really starts collapsing. All I gotta say is turn off the news and live the life that's around you. So, Rat Out of the Cellar, sold for $5, headed to Devine, Texas. Because it's definitely a different life out there compared to what they try to sell you on TV. If you actually just go outdoors, interact with people, and see things, and pay attention to things. I think the worst thing about the economy is really the inflation kind of just wipes out anybody's raises and, you know, things like that. You get a raise and you still feel like you're going backwards, you know. When you look at it from that direction, then there's something to that. But then you still go back and still people want to treat themselves and still get out and do things, buy things. Deborah Harry cassette single sold for $7, headed to Belrose, New York. So, what I don't like, though, is the whole push for electric so quickly. Electric cars. Because, you know, I really don't think like I said, the grid is not there, I don't think, because from my own personal experience seeing things where, you know, if California tells you got to stop doing something at a certain time because of electricity reasons, or like you're in Arizona and you should only wash your clothes at nighttime and things like that, that tells you the infrastructure is not there. I mean, I would buy an electric car just for the torque alone, but it's got an electric car has to meet 3 requirements for me before I'll buy one. That is, A, I can take a road trip and go 400, 500, 600 miles without having to charge up. Second, when I go on road trips, I like small towns, back roads. So I would have to be able to charge it anywhere there's a gas station. So until BFE in Tennessee, population 10, has a charging station, I probably won't have one. And I was a person when the Chevy Volt was announced, 15 years ago or whatever? I was excited. I'm like, cool, electric car. But yeah. My car is my freedom. Like, I will never sacrifice or even look at gas prices because the car is my freedom. Ping visor sold for $10, headed to Ridgeland, South Carolina. So I will not compromise on my freedom to get in and drive whenever, wherever I want to. I will not compromise. Next up, we've got, are you ready for a hat lot? Yeah. Spider-Man and Superman. Kids' hats. Both together sold for $21, headed to Wooddale, Illinois. Wooddale, Illinois. Man, I got so many cuts on me yesterday from working on the pool pump, and then the plastic basket inside the pump part split, so I've got debris in my motor, so I got to take that apart today and pull all that out. And I got to pick up a new basket first, so I can continue vacuuming the pool. I was hoping to have it done yesterday, but that didn't happen. do that today. Get that done as soon as possible. Next up, we've got Ricky Martin and Christina Aguilera CD. Sold for $7, headed to Gardendale, California. Oh. Hear Courtney snoring over there. Well, we got one international overnight at least. The Joker hat. Refresh this data. Joker hat. Headed to Germany. Sold for $9. $9. Headed to Germany. Germany hat. And of course, need a code. Man, my nose. Let's see how many international we sold over the weekend. End of day, let's see, 14. So 14 over 3 days. Two scans to print up. I don't know why everything's starting to print sideways. Now my scan form went sideways for some reason. That one was on stamps. Let's see if I can see why here. I mean, it's showing right this time. Portrait layout. We'll see. We'll see what it does. No. Hey, boo boo. Where'd you picnic basket? This was a quick video, huh? Quick video. Hot hit video. Those print out fine. Now let's see if this one will print out fine or not. Had a couple more sales while we were here. 4th of July t-shirt, sold for $9.50. And a Blu-ray, Bohemian Rhapsody, sold for $5. Plant man. Oh, and a note with the 4th of July shirt. Hey James, I watch your YouTube daily. Thanks for keeping it real. Funny stories. I came across this t-shirt organically on a search. Only noticed you were the seller after you sent the offer. We visit this area of Colorado multiple times a year, and I'm a huge fan of fireworks and 4th of July. Nice. I run a fireworks tent every year, so this will be one of my work shirts. Nice. 4th of July for Estates Park, Colorado. Or Estes Park, Colorado. However you pronounce it. Nice. Printed right tonight. Sweet. Or today. Wait. I was hoping it was just a little bug of some sort. Sweet. All right. So, performance. So we were at 9:26 a.m. I'm at $113. So still a little slow, but this will be like a Monday with people back at work. So hopefully at lunchtime sales will start kicking back in. You ready, girl? She moved. You ready to go? You ready to go upstairs? Are you ready? Are you ready? She's looking at me. All right. I think that's it. Come on, girl. Let's go. She's like, the light's still on. You're still standing there. She's always so suspect. She won't even take a treat out of my hand anymore. And she starts to, and then she's like, gets paranoid. I don't know why she's always been like that. But it seems like it's getting worse now. And maybe because Vern's not around, you know. She don't feel like she has that protection, maybe? I don't know. She's washing, so she won't move until I'm upstairs. So, all right, thanks everybody. I appreciate all the support and the love and all that. And hopefully I'll have more to talk about in the next video. I'm just so tired and sore. So, thanks everybody, and see you in the next video. Later.